Okay, hello everyone. It's a pleasure for me to announce that Karla is going to present her topic. Karla, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Karla. I am in B2 level and I'm going to talk about Christmas Island red crabs. We can find this crustacean just in Australia, specifically in Christmas Island. This island has that name because the investigator William Maynard discovered it on December 25, 1643. So he decided to give that name in honor of the date. Crabs are herbivores. They used to eat plants, flowers, fruits, and seedlings. Also can eat rest of dead animals. Red crabs live in burrows in the mud near of wooden lugs to stay red and avoid dying from the sun rays. When the rainy season arrives October, November, and December, red crabs start their migration from the forest to the ocean to reproduce. Many organizations close streets and make bridges to screen them and facilitate their cycle. When the red crabs arrive to the ocean, they mate and the females carry the eggs in their tongue. After 12 and 30 days, they let them in the water and the baby crabs grow, return to the forest and start the cycle again. While the crabs are in the ocean, we can see initial behavior. We can see crab eating baby crabs because they want to avoid competition for resources, for example, food and space. Their principal predators in the forest are the yellow crazy ant, in the ocean many birds, and also the giant African snake. I consider that crabs are an essential part in an ecosystem. They help in the environment with the plants with their development. Thank you very much to allow my presentation.
Okay, Karla, thank you so much for sharing your topic today. Now I have some questions for you. The first question is, can humans eat the red crabs from this island?
Maybe, for example, they could eat them, but I know that their flavor or texture of the meal is a little weird. And also, crabs have many regulations in Australia to avoid to eat them.
Okay, correct. So what will happen if a person ate this crab?
Depends. For example, if nobody see him, if nothing matter. But for example, if a organization or the government see that situation, they could maybe have a demand.
Okay, correct. So, can red crabs be found in other parts of the world?
No, this species of crabs is just in Australia.
For example, is there a similar species here in our country?
Yes, we can see many species like similar, like blue crabs. We can see them in Ecuador.
Okay.
But red crabs, no.
Okay. So, what do you, or maybe do you know why these crabs have that color?
No, I really don't know. But could be of the adaptation in the environment and for the sun rays.
Okay, perfect. But you said that crabs try to avoid the sunlight. Why they do that?
Oh, they did that because in the summer season, prefer to migrate in the forest.
Okay, so the forest is their habitat, right? What happens if the crab's habitat disappears?
That species could disappear too because they need the forest, they need the resources that are there. For example, the plants, the shadow, and their wooden legs to live.
Okay, correct. Now, so how should people conserve the habitat of this animal?
The people could make a word about about the importance of the ecosystem for them, and try to avoid contaminate their habitat.
Okay, correct. Now, what happens if crabs don't immigrate?
Can you repeat the question?
What happens if crabs don't immigrate?
Oh, maybe the species will disappear because they do it every year from October to December. So they do it to keep their species.
Okay, so what is the most dangerous predator for crabs?
I consider the most the predator are the yellow crazy ants because the ants attack them while they are resting in the forest during the migration.
Okay, so is this animal in danger of extinction maybe?
No. Um, in Australia are almost 40 million of them.
Okay, so there are a lot. Now, but what factors could put this species in danger of extinction?
Maybe the people and the globalization. For example, while they are doing their cycle, they could find many buildings and throw them could be very hard for them and could affect their cycle.
Okay, so what will happen if crabs, the red crabs, disappeared in Australia?
Maybe the ecosystem could change. They are the responsibles of keep the balance of the environment. For example, in the plants, they'll help a lot in this part.
Okay, correct. What did catch your attention to choose to talk about crabs now?
I remember that I watched a documentary about them, so I consider that it's a very special species for me. So I consider that very interesting and for their migration.
Okay, but what makes this species special for you?
I don't know, maybe the color, because red is my favorite color. So I consider that species is very cute.
Okay, correct. Now, what could be your recommendation for people in general about the care of animals?
Depends. For example, depends on the habitat. People must take care of all the animals. So maybe that could make a work. So to keep the ecosystem, avoid throwing rubbish in the water, keep the water, and avoid contaminate.
Okay, for example, can all people help the environment of the habitat of this crab? For example, we are from Ecuador. Can we help with something to take care of the habitat of this animal?
Yes.
How?
There are many organizations, so you could donate.
Okay.
And yeah, the organization make many. It close the streets to screen them and help them.
Okay, so what would you do to help animals in case of this animal put in danger?
Maybe donate to keep the rights of the animals. For example, many there are many reserves, so I could donate them.
Oh, okay, alright. So, what could be your conclusion about this topic?
I consider that red crabs are very interesting species of animal, and maybe if I could, I would like to travel to Australia and watch them during their cycle.
Okay, thank you. So, Carla, that is all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.